We have breaking news.
Luka Dončić has signed a 3-year, $165 million max contract extension. This is a massive change, and now Luka Dončić, he's going to be the face of this Lakers organization moving forward.
Luka Dončić just signed with the Lakers, But there's a catch when the Dallas Mavericks made the shocking decision to trade Luka Dončić to the Los Angeles Lakers. One of the biggest questions looming over the deal was Luka's long-term commitment. Dallas wasn't confident he'd sign a contract extension with them, and now that same concern has crept into the minds of Laker Nation. But today, everything changed. Breaking news just confirmed. Luka Dončić has officially signed a 3-year, $165 million max contract extension with the Los Angeles Lakers. The deal includes a player option for the 2028 season, giving Luka the flexibility to reevaluate his future just a few years down the line. For Lakers fans, this is both exciting and nerve-wracking. On one hand, locking in Luka, the player they traded Anthony Davis for, is a massive win. Dončić is already one of the most dynamic offensive weapons in the NBA, and this extension signals the Lakers' full commitment to building around him. But the short-term nature of the contract raises eyebrows. Why only 3 years? Why not a 4- or 5-year deal? Is Luka just testing the waters in LA? Or is this part of a larger plan to maintain leverage and flexibility as the next NBA superteam era unfolds? In this video, we're breaking it all down: what this deal means for the Lakers' future, how it reshapes the Western Conference, and what to expect as free agency unfolds in the coming years. Let's dive into it.
Luka Dončić is committed to the Lakers, 3 years, $165 million today.
So here's the structure of Luka Dončić's new contract with the Los Angeles Lakers. 3 years, $165 million. It comes with a player option in 2028, giving Luka the flexibility to opt out and enter free agency just as he hits his prime. On the surface, it looks like a simple, short-term max deal. But once you peel back the layers, this extension is a masterclass in NBA financial strategy, not just for Luka, but for the Lakers' entire front office. Let's break it all down first. This deal immediately removes Luka from the 2026 free agency pool. And make no mistake, had he entered the market, he would have been the most coveted player available. Teams would have lined up for him. But instead of testing free agency, Luka locks in now, with the Lakers securing massive money, while positioning himself for an even bigger payday in just a few years. 3 years at $165 million averages out to $55 million per season, which is enormous. But that's not even the real headline. The real genius lies in what happens next, because by 2028, Luka will have over 10 years of NBA service, which makes him eligible for a 35% supermax contract. And with the NBA's new $76 billion media rights deal kicking in soon, which allows for 10% annual cap increases, his next contract could be historic. Projections already show Luka could be eligible for a 5-year, $417 million deal in 2028. That's over $83 million per year, meaning Luka could be making more than $1 million per game. Let that sink in. That's territory the NBA has never seen before. And yet, with rising salaries and the explosion of media revenue, it's all becoming very real. But this isn't just about a massive paycheck. It's also a test for the Lakers, because Luka's player option gives him the power to walk in 2028. If the Lakers fail to build a legitimate contender around him, that puts intense pressure on the front office, and that's where the timing becomes even more important. If you've been paying attention to the Lakers' recent moves, they've been doing everything possible to protect their cap space for the 2027 offseason. That year is shaping up to be one of the most loaded free agency classes in NBA history. And Luka's contract, cleverly structured, doesn't interfere with that strategy at all. So why does 2027 matter so much? Just take a look at the names potentially hitting the market. Giannis Antetokounmpo, Donovan Mitchell, Trae Young, Steph Curry, Anthony Davis, Jimmy Butler, James Harden, Kawhi Leonard, Karl-Anthony Towns, Zach LaVine, Kyrie Irving, and most notably, Nikola Jokic. If even a few of those names become available, the Lakers will have the opportunity to go all in. And if they miss, well, Luka will have the freedom to walk just 1 year later. That's the balancing act. Luka gets leverage and a shot at historic money, while the Lakers get time to prove they can build a contender. From the Lakers' perspective, this deal is a win in every way. They just locked up a generational superstar through his prime years. They're not overcommitted in terms of years, and they maintain flexibility to build around Luka with the future wide open. With this deal in place, the Lakers can now shift into full win-now mode. They can move picks, spend remaining cap space, and make aggressive moves knowing their franchise centerpiece is in place. Already, they've been active. They signed DeAndre Ayton and Marcus Smart, adding toughness and interior presence. And with Luka locked in, they're expected to continue building aggressively around him. But here's where things start getting interesting. And yes, this part is speculation, but it's grounded in facts. Nikola Jokić becomes a free agent in 2027, and while he's never seemed like the type to chase bright lights or media hype, the NBA has shown us again and again anything can happen. Just 2 years ago, no one thought Michael Malone would be fired in Denver. Yet, it happened. A year ago, the idea of the Dallas Mavericks trading Luka Dončić was seen as laughable. Yet, here we are. So, while it might sound far-fetched today, don't completely rule out a possible Jokić move, especially if the Nuggets fall short again or go through a rebuild. The Lakers, with Luka on board and the potential to clear cap space, could offer something no other franchise can: the chance to pair up Luka and Jokić, two of the most skilled players at their respective positions. It would be a nightmare for opposing defenses. Luka's high-Q playmaking combined with Jokic's versatile post-game and vision could form an unstoppable offense. Sure, defense might be an issue, but in today's league, overwhelming offensive firepower can erase a lot of problems. Of course, none of this is guaranteed, but the Lakers have put themselves in a position of power, and in the NBA, that's half the battle. Let's look at the big picture. Luka gets $165 million guaranteed over the next 3 years. If the Lakers prove they can build a winner, he'll likely re-sign in 2028 for that projected $417 million supermax, setting records and cementing his place in Lakers lore. If not, he walks. Simple as that. And here's what makes it even more perfect. The Lakers have those 3 years to show him they're serious. They don't have to guess. They have a roadmap, one that includes high-level talent, future flexibility, and the ability to swing big in free agency. That's what makes this extension such a masterstroke. It isn't just about securing a superstar. It's about creating options. It's about leveraging timing, cap mechanics, and market pressure to create an ideal situation for both the player and the franchise. If you're a Lakers fan, today should be a reason to celebrate. Not only is Luka staying in LA, but the team is thinking ahead, way ahead. This isn't short-term thinking. This is championship blueprint planning. And if the Lakers hit on even one major free agent in 2027, you're looking at the next NBA dynasty. Luka isn't just the next great Laker, he might be the foundation for the next great Lakers era. So mark this day, because years from now, when Luka is holding up that purple and gold jersey after signing a $417 million deal, we'll look back at this moment, this 3-year extension, as the true beginning of the Lakers' next chapter.